Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back for the final time to Grindavik as we see what happened next after my our reign at the club. Now, one thing to quickly draw your attention to, Turpitson has become favoured personnel. So after everything we've done at this club, yes, I am a legend at the club. That's very appreciated, very nice of you Grindavik fans. Krusliak and Turpitson are the only players that are favoured personnel, not even icons, which is a little bit silly. But anyway, so it brings us to the awkward point where we need to resign. And then let the team move on without us. So we'll go and do that. Let's have a quick look at the profile for us before we leave. So attribute-wise, we were a very good manager, apart from goalkeeper coaching and adaptability. Not too bad at all. Our record, if we go here and have a look, is it overview? I think it is, yeah. So we played 717 games. We won 511 of them, drew 87, and lost 119. We scored 1,942 goals. Not bad from 700-odd games. And we conceded 626. So we had a goal difference of plus 1,316 with a win percentage of 71%. 29 cups, 14 leagues, and 1 promotion back in the early days. So that is that. Now, it's time. It is time. We must resign. Grindavik, it's been a hell of a ride, but you must go on without me. So there we go. Simon Slugger is the favourite to take over. It's always tough, isn't it? It's always tough resigning. And if we look at the mass exodus, our head of youth, our assistant manager, Lidson, I was kind of hoping Lidson might take over. But Harvey, Williams, these guys have all been around for years and years and years in the backroom staff. So, yeah, quite a few have left with me. No fewer than 12, as a matter of fact. So, let's see what happened next. So, welcome to the year 2048. And Grindavik is, well, they're still a professional club. No favoured personnel now. And I'm still a legend all these years later. We're 10 years in the future, if you didn't quite catch that. So, yeah, there we go. Let's have a quick look at facilities here. Did we end up getting a new... well, let's go to general first. Oh, look at that. We're now a 3.5 reputation club, so that's good. Highly professional and in the Europa League. Now, we're January 1st, so that might... mean that no, we've not qualified for the Champions League because there's no parachuting now, is there? But what I actually care about is, did they name a stadium after me? 10-year stadium sponsorship? No, we're still in the same stadium. So it's difficult to not be a little bit disappointed by that, I must say. But anyway, we built that stadium. Let's see some of. Well, let's go first. Who replaced us as manager? Okay, so we had. This guy replaced us. Let's have a look at him. He went 3 years and a day before he left, and he not bad at all. I've got to say, looks like a good enough manager. He's at Nice now as well. So he left. We then had Ida Gudjonsson come in to take over. Now, is that the Ida Gudjonsson? It must be, I think. He won a league and then resigned. And then we've had this Edward Finch guy be in charge for 5 years. So he has won 6 leagues, and I mean, he's nothing special, is he? I mean, he's doing a decent job, clearly, but yeah, I would have hoped for slightly more. But anyway, so that is that. Let's have a look at how the team has gone. Have we continued to dominate the domestic league? You'd like to think so. So the answer to that is yes. Yes, we have. We have won every league title since from 2025 to 2047. Have some of that Bayern Munich. Not even they can do that. Now, I did have a quick look. There are a few professional teams. Vikinger are professional, as are Folgner and Valor. FH, who were professional when we left off, they are no longer professional. Now, if you're wondering why the thing is here, I changed the names of the players that we renamed just so I could find them after they retired. So that's why that's there. I haven't actually. That's all I've changed. So yeah, that is that. So that's well, that we've done well there. Let's have a look at Europe. How did we get on in Europe? Okay, so we left off here, didn't we? Lost to Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals. So then we were 29th, 25th, and 30th in the league phase. We then lost in the Champions playoff to Bruges, and this is where it begins, I'm assuming. We then lost to that's the team we got. I'm not going to be able to say that's the team that we got Krusliak from. We then got back into the league phase, 33rd, and is that, I believe, if it's not last, it's very close, and 29th. and then we lost to Trabzonspor in the playoff, third qualifying round to that. What's that? It's a I've gone blank. Hungary, and then we lost to Besiktas in as well. So not only did we never go back to the quarterfinals, we never even threatened to get out of the league phase again. So that's highly disappointing, isn't it? So Europa League. So this is after us. So they were 30th in the league phase, lost to Villarreal in the round of 16. Okay, so they got out in that year. 29th, lost to Zagreb in the playoffs. They didn't even get to the league phase. And then 28th in the league phase, which would be this season. And then Europa Conference League. I'm assuming we were there once or twice. So we got to the quarterfinals of the Europa Conference League once. That was last season. So Champions League, there was absolutely no pedigree there, but there was a round of 16 in the Europa League and a quarterfinal in the conference. I'll tell you what, it's better than I thought we might do, actually. All right, welcome back, and now it is the depressing part where we go and see how this team was picked apart. And given that there was 100 million in transfers out, I expect a lot of players may be left very soon after I did. So let's go and have a look here. And this is the first season. Now, I can't remember who I sold here. Did I sell Michael Meyer? I may have sold him, actually. Hansi Mortensen, I didn't sell him. So he went off to Saudi Arabia. He is retired. He is an average scout now. What did he do in Saudi Arabia? He played a lot of football, to be honest, so good luck to him. And did he get some more caps on the back of it? He did, 41. So that was a good career move for him. So well done to Hansi Mortensen. And 825 grand isn't a bad fee for him either. If we go down here, now these are the depressing ones. So instantly, Plemenos left. He went off to Lille. He went off to Lille for 11.5 million. And he's won 115 caps. And let's see, he's still at Lille. So he's played quite a little bit there. And yeah, so that is Plemenos. Forgive me for not shrinking everybody down. It would have taken me years to edit it if I'd done that. So hopefully you can kind of see or zoom in if you need to on your phone. I know a lot of people do watch on your phones. Seema left straight away. Only 26 million. We were getting bids of double that for him. So he went off to Brighton. He is now at Dortmund. 185 grand a week. He's on Dortmund as well. Wants to explore option end of his contract. 163 caps, 95 goals. And, well, he went to Brighton. He then went to Bayern Munich. And he has then gone to Dortmund. So what's he gone for? He's gone for 183 million in transfer fees in his career, has Seema. Now, I did go and have a look. Seema did not win a Ballon d'Or or anything in his career. So that's disappointing for him, probably. Jimenez, who we only just signed, he's gone off to Norwich for 2.1. He is now at Grenoble back in France, so I'm assuming that didn't quite work out for him. He went back to Bordeaux. Yeah, so his career did kind of dovetail a little bit. There was a good player in there. I'm surprised that a move, if not Norwich, then somewhere else didn't work out for him. So yeah, he's playing second-tier football in France now, which is disappointing for him. Zahavic went 8 million to Valencia. That's roughly what I think he was probably worth. If it's a wonder kid, I don't think he was ever quite worked out for us, did he? But he went to Valencia, and then I've read that wrong. Then he's gone to Valencia for 8 million. Then went to Cadiz for 16, and he's been playing in top flight Spanish football. So he's had a good career. Yeah, again, maybe someone I would have expected a little bit more from, to be honest. Then we get Giacchini, 2.9 million. That's all you got for him. He went off to Bologna. So Bologna was there for a little bit. Inter, and went back to Inter because that's where we got him from. And then Burnley, where all good footballers go to die. So retired at 34. Didn't go on with his career after that. And yeah, well, I'm going to say 16.75 million. He went to Inter, back to Inter for. And yeah, well, you'd say didn't really fulfill his dreams there. So yeah, that is Giacchini. Again, expected a little bit more from him. Then Baltinson, only 11.25 million, rising up to 12 to Newcastle. He has 121 caps, 87 goals. What a player he has been, and he's at Marseille right now. But he's gone off to Newcastle, and he has scored quite a few goals in the Premier League, which is nice to see. He is 35 now, so maybe it's a little bit of a retirement plan for him. But a career that is 350 league games, 195 goals. That's not too bad, is it? He scored, of course, a lot more than that for us, but that would have been cups and Europe and whatnot as well. So that is that. Now, I can tell you Baltinson as well. In 2044, he was runner-up in the Ballon d'Or. He was European Golden Shoe third place, and he was also the best player in Europe. So well done, Baltinson. That is brilliant. Really, really pleased to see that from him. Wonderful stuff. So somebody almost, we didn't get a Ballon d'Or winner this time around, but we did get the runner-up. So that's something we can all be very proud of, I think. So next man out the door was Meyer. This is all still first season, 5.5 to Nottingham Forest. He has won 6 Portuguese caps now. And let's have a look here. Went to Forest, then Sunderland, Bournemouth, Derby. It's like a who's who of disappointing clubs, really, isn't it? And then Sassuolo. He's finally got his move to some top flight football. So that'll be good for him. And the last one, Rusnak, look at that, on deadline day to Bayern Munich, 30.5 million. And he is at Manchester United now. Now he was, I believe, the highest fee that we received as a club was for him. So he is, well, he's gone some places, hasn't he? So 30 million to Bayern Munich. He then went and joined Baltinson at Newcastle for 42. Then went to PSG for 42.5. Valencia, then Napoli, and then finally Manchester United, 238 million. He has gone for in transfer fees. We paid 6.5 for him, and had him for a year and a bit. So, yeah, he's had quite the career as well, hasn't he? So, on to the second season now. Kone left. He went to LAFC. 23 million to go to MLS. I would have expected more from him, although maybe everybody else saw that back pass, or pass out, I should say, against Bayern Munich. So, yeah, he's back in at Watford now. So he was in MLS for 3 years, then 20 million back to Watford. He's been playing in the Premier League ever since. So well done to you, Kune. So Allmarkson left. He went to Viking out for 14 games. So he went to Norway for a bit, basically, and then retired. I thought there was more in him, though he was a little bit older at this point, I suppose. So retired at the age of 33 and didn't end up coming back to coach. And he did win Icelandic Premier League Player of the Year, of course, one year. So he was a great player for us, was Allmarkson. Luna left in season 2, so he went to Forest as well for 7.25. He is currently at Atletico Madrid. And he has played a lot of games for Atletico Madrid, it looks like. So 15 million, he went there. And yeah, again, I think he goes down as one of our better signings. And to be a regular in that Atletico Madrid squad is no bad thing, is it? And he has 33 caps for Argentina as well. Next, it's Pavas. He went to Norwich. Norwich came in for a few of our players, didn't they? So we can't see much about him at this point. He's back at Grindavik. Okay, he's got what happened to club legend. Well done, Pavas. He came back on a free. He moved to England. It didn't work out for him. And then he's come back on a free. And he's come back home. So that's brilliant. I've got a whole new respect for Pavas. He was a functional player for us, but nothing more than that. But to come back, is it a favourite team? We can't really see that. But anyway, well done, Pavas. Bravo, mate. Bravo. D'Ambrosio went to Southampton for 22 million. Not surprised to see him have left, to be honest. He then went to Wolves. Can we see what the transfer fees here? Well, 22 million. We saw that, I guess, didn't we? And then he went off to Wolverhampton, scored 2 goals for them, and hung up his boots. So, yeah, not surprised. He was someone that was brought in to fulfill a role for us, more so as a long-term player. And, yeah, I thought he did well for us. And, yeah, maybe not so much when he went back to England. Rafferson left for Rosenborg for 4.4 million. He is now 35. He has 19 Icelandic caps. And let's have a look at what his career ended up being. He's gone to Saudi Arabia as well. So Rosenborg, then to Djurgården, however you say that, and then he's off in Saudi Arabia. So eventually he got paid. How much is he on Saudi Arabia? Only 7 grand, not even 7 grand a week, Rafferson. Come on, mate, you need a better agent. Alright, who else here was a major player for us? There's a lot of names I recognise from youth systems. Raul, that's just a loan, so he hasn't left permanently there. Andrizovic went for 3.1 to Valerenga. Again, I thought we might get a little bit more from him. He's at Hertha Berlin now, so he did maybe eventually get to the level I thought he was going to. So 3.1 off to Norway. Then AC Milan came in for him, so that's not bad, is it? He's sort of been around Italy for a bit. Spezia finally bought him and then sold him on to Hertha Berlin, and he's played a little bit of Bundesliga football recently. So, it's not a great career in terms of appearances. I would have expected more from him. So into the 2040 season, let's have a look here. And Souza left. He was one of the academy kids. That's the guy that I signed. He never played for us. All right, here we got here. Grundy is one of the guys I signed. Milosevic left and went to Aston Villa for 17.75 million. He has since retired, 20 caps. He is an unemployed assistant manager. National B. He might be an okay something. He might have a career as a coach, you know. So let's have a look at his career. What happened when he went to Villa? Not a great deal. He then went to Bournemouth. He then went to Olympiacos and Rayo Vallecano. So, I mean, he went for 55 million in transfer fees, but he never really looks like hit the heights that he did for us. I mean, he was an assist machine. How is that happening? How is that happening? And Raul left to Bari for 7 million. Now, he retired. He played a couple of seasons at Bari, it looks like. And, yeah, he was... I just absolutely loved Raul at the end. Could not speak highly enough of him. Bari, I mean, it was a Serie A team, I think, wasn't it? Did I see that somewhere? But I would have hoped a little bit more for him. But I think he's one of those guys that just worked for us. Maybe not so much if he went somewhere else. So that's a little bit of a shame. And Fredriksson. Now, Fredriksson left on a free to go to Saint Etienne. But it did catch my eye, the fact he went to Saint Etienne, another of the Gags, of course. He played a couple of seasons in France, went to Italy, 2.5 million, another free transfer. So he didn't, teams weren't happy or weren't willing to sort of renew contracts, which surprises me a little bit. But yeah, I mean, a Gag that got 46 caps and counting for his country is not bad, is it? So on to the next one. Valenzuela left, went to Liverpool for 11.75 million. He is now at Crystal Palace, 34 caps for Argentina and a goal. What hasn't worked out for Valenzuela, I wonder? So he played a little bit there, didn't play well though, did he? That's the thing. Went on loan, and then they loaned him out again to Palace. Palace bought him. And yeah, he's just not really worked out. That surprises me. He was really, really good for us, I thought. So I don't see any other major departures there. There's one or two youth players that looks like left. Oh no, Mateo Bermudez, that was the backup goalkeeper, wasn't it? Wow, he did turn out world-class goalkeeper. So he's at Manchester City. So I did a good job signing him. He was just a little bit too young, I think, to ever play for us. But 112 million Manchester City signed him for. So I hope we got a cut of that. It's a little bit too far down the line, probably, isn't it? But yeah. That was definitely... I thought it was going to be a good signing when I signed him. And yeah, if I am going to play this series on by myself, it's a little bit unfair, I think, because I can tell you that I will not be selling him if that's player he becomes. Wow, Bermudez, what a catch. What a catch. So on to 2042 now. Now, do we see anybody there that... Now, what I should have done is checked who is still at the club. But anyway, I think this is the year, if I go and have a look at players released... that Puyol left. Yeah, he did leave at the end of this season, and that was it. He retired essentially. So he was the UEFA Champions League goal of the season, 3rd place. What year was that? Was that? I wonder what year that. I wonder if that's the year that we've sort of just finished, because obviously the Champions League never really wrapped up. So I wonder if he got it that year. He must have. That must be when he got it. But yeah, he'll be fondly remembered, won't he? Penalty saves galore. He was a very, very good goalkeeper for us. Never got a cap, though. It looks like he may have retired as an Icelandic man. So never got a cap for them either. Which is, why would you change your nationality, man? 2043, and finally we do see Albert Jonsson leaving. So he stuck around, left on a free. Oh, that's a shame. He retired, 113 caps. But he barely played. What happened? He was absolute magic, and he's retired 2 seasons or 3 seasons and played 9 games at 33. It doesn't really say. It just says he went to Hertha, played 9 games, scored a goal in 3 years, and that was it. Oh, Albert, what happened to you, man? That's really depressed me. Okay, so we've got Smollen, the young Norwegian midfielder that we signed. So he is currently at Lazio, which is who signed him from us, and 5.5 million, and he's been a regular in Serie A. So another one of these guys that was a good player. Look at that. He's got 12 goals in the league for it. I mean, not that says much, I suppose, but yeah, nice to see him stick around for a little bit as well. I think these guys, we do need to give them credit. They stuck around, didn't they? So that is good. Now, we might just about be out of guys that have left. Let me just see. So that's 2044. 2045. Now, we haven't seen Turpinson leave yet, have we? All right, so 2045. I think anybody who was going to leave has probably left. We'll just have a look at who is actually, if anybody is still there. But we haven't seen Turpinson, unless I've missed it, which is entirely possible. Because at this point, he would have retired because he was already 30, wasn't he? So, yeah, I don't see anybody there that in this season hasn't happened yet. So, let's go and have a look at the current squad. And do we recognise anybody? Unnarsson is still there. Well done, Unnarsson. 114 caps for Iceland, 1 goal, and he's essentially a one-club man. Came through the academy. I think he spent a season on loan at Fram, but he has 229 appearances. Now, that must be approaching the all-time record. He's 33 as well, and yeah, we'll have to go and have a check at that. He hasn't got the all-time record, because I did check it. Baltinson, by the way, did get the all-time goal-scoring record, so that's good. Pavas, we saw, had come back. He hasn't been here the whole time. Junior is still here as well. 35 caps for him now. So, yeah, another one that has stayed around. 57 grand a week he's on, so that's nothing to sneeze at. But, yeah, so there we go. Very good, Junior. Nice to see the kids sticking around. And is there anybody else that has done it? No, so it's just the 2. So the only one that I can think of we never found is Turpinson. So let me do a quick search here. So we did find him. He moved on, it looks like, fairly quickly here. Retired at the age of 35. Now, was there a fee involved, or did he just leave? In August he joined Start. So that's the next one. Then he moved on for 16 grand and played in Norway. So, yeah, never got capped, which is a little bit disappointing. But yeah, there we go. That's Gary Turpinson. I think that just about wraps up everybody that I can think of. If you're wondering what happened to Falco Gardini, he retired at the age of 33. Again, never really did anything after he left us, which is sad. And since I know we kind of all want to know in a sadistic kind of way, don't we? Skojan. He is currently at Inter. He has scored 120 goals, 87 in the league. And his career, he obviously left us for Bayern Munich, 67 million. Hopefully the club would have got a little piece of that off to Man City, and then 96 million off to Inter. So he is, and he's still going. He's only 30. So that is, yeah, a little bit of a, it's depressing, isn't it? It's what it is. But anyway, we live and learn on these things. And it's not his fault, I suppose, that he's good, is it? It's just a shame he wasn't good with us. But that, I believe, is that. So 243 is the appearance record. That is the current club record. So Unnarsson, if he stays fit, 2-3 more seasons will get that. So Unnarsson is going to, in all likelihood, become the club's all-time appearance player, and that's brilliant. I'm so happy that he stayed. Really, really happy that he stayed. Well done to him. He should have the stadium named after him, not me. That's brilliant. Anyway, that is pretty much it. It's always sad to bring these things to an end. There is currently a poll up for the next one, and that is exciting. I believe, as I went to start recording this, that the beta for 24 had just come out. So I don't know if there's going to be an episode out tonight for that, but there will be something happening for the beta. Haven't even decided who I'm going to do yet, to be honest. Yeah, haven't decided, so I won't say anything because I don't know. But yeah, if you've watched all the way through, thank you so much. It really is, it's amazing, all the support that you've given me through the whole of FM23. It's 176 episodes in the end. That's a big commitment. And yeah, thank you so much for getting this far. If you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed making it, then that is, I'm absolutely delighted for that. And yeah, on to the next one. I think the poll right now says Croatia. So if that's where we end up, brilliant. If it's not, it'll either be Turkey, Greece, or Ireland. So any way that goes, it's going to be brilliant. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Leave all your favourite memories and that in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you for the next one. Take care.